Implementing what I'm about to share with you in your life today could change your life forever. Welcome back. Here's another heart to heart that I wanted to share. If you are looking at the vocation, you're desiring the vocation of marriage and family, a lot of women say, how can I prepare for that? It's a really big question, and there are so many different ways that we can prepare for it on a faith level. Cultivating the virtues in our life, looking at the fruits of the Spirit, all of those things are so good. I want to talk about a practical level that you can start doing today. I wish I had been more specific about seeing the need for this and how this could prepare me for the vocation that I'm living today, to live it well, to live it beautifully, and to live it with peace in the way God intended me to live it out. In case you missed it, we're releasing Sacred Spark very soon. You can join the waitlist down below. So let's get to it. We live in a culture of laziness. It's weird. We live in a culture that's super lazy or like overproductive to the point where people are just burning themselves out to no end. I feel like there's very few people that I meet are in a happy medium. This culture of laziness, of procrastination will eat you up. And it is such to push against the desire to be lazy, to push against the desire to be selfish, to begin that as a single woman. This could actually be helpful for any vocation that the Lord might call you to. But pushing against laziness is so important. As a single woman, it was so easy to say, I'll get to that later. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that next week. It was so easy to say it because I didn't have anyone depending on me. I didn't have vows to uphold. I didn't have to serve other people in the way that I do today. As a married woman with 3 children, one of the most important parts of my life is discipline. You could call it self-discipline. Discipline in every way, shape, and form is the number one thing practically you can cultivate in your life today. How do I do that? I want to give you something really practical that you can start doing now. I call it now or later. In looking at the grand scheme of things, so when I was a single woman, I could choose to do things later because nobody was depending on me. But as a married woman with children now, so many things have to get done right now. Like, it's just the facts, right? If the baby needs to be nursed in the night, right? Looking at the past many years, it has to be done then. And Daniel, his body is not making any milk. I'm the one who has to bring the milk to the baby. That's not something I can be like, oh, I'll just do it later. Oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. It needs to be done right then and there. That person is depending on me, whether that's Pearl or Jedediah or Zion. They are depending on me in that moment to have the discipline and love, of course, in my heart to say, okay, this needs to happen right now. I am getting up. There are ways that you can implement this in your life to train your brain not to put things off, not to say, I'll just do it later, to practically do it in the moment. There are so many examples I could give you. Let's say you make a smoothie, right? And this is the now or later thing. You make your smoothie and you have a big old blender and it's full of whatever you put in your smoothie. You hold that smoothie at the sink and you say, now or later. I'm going to have to clean this now, or I'm going to have to clean it later. It's not going to go away unless you have some miracle fairy that does your dishes. Now or later, you stand there and you say, I'm going to have to do this now, or if I put it off, I will have to do it later. It is not going to go away. So what purpose does it serve for me to procrastinate that, to put that off, only so that I can come back and do the same thing later that I could do in this moment? When you adopt the now versus later mindset and you choose to start doing things right then and there, it is an amazing muscle to train in your heart and in your brain for this future vocation, if that's where the Lord is calling you. Years ago, when I lived as a single gal with other single gals, and how often the trash would just be so full, whether that's the bathroom trash, the kitchen trash, and like nobody wants to take it out. Now or later. I'll tell you what, Pearl is not taking out the trash. It's either me or Daniel. And that's one of the things both of us try to implement, is this now or later, wherever we see a need in our home as a team to make that happen. If the trash is full, say, I am taking this out now. I will have to do it now or later. So let's do it in this moment. Let's have the discipline to take care of myself, to take care of my life. You are training your mind to be disciplined in filling that need when it needs to get done, not when you feel like doing it. There are so many things in my life now I just don't feel like doing, right? In so many different areas, your body, right? You're pushing against this laziness or this selfishness every day in my vocation as a wife and mother. The Lord is just ripping me out of my selfishness, which is such a good thing. Lord Jesus, please make me holy. In a lot of vocation, you might not feel like it. You might not feel like getting up 7 times in the night to feed the baby. There have been a lot of times in the night I didn't feel like getting up 7 times to feed the baby. It's not that I don't love my baby. It's not that I don't want to serve my family. But in the moment, you're like, man, I really don't feel like doing this, right? In my life now, that discipline looks like preparing so many things the night before, whether it's the night before they're going to go to their co-op, whether it's the night before we're going to go to church, whether it's the night before we're going to do an activity. At the end of the day, when we've had a big day, the last thing I feel like doing is preparing more things and like just getting everything ready. I just want to sit and I want to rest. But I know that having the discipline to do things in the moment, to say, we will have a more peaceful existence tomorrow on Sunday if I get everybody's clothes and socks and shoes ready. We will have a more peaceful time getting everybody ready for school tomorrow if I prepare everything the night before. This takes discipline to not say, oh, I'll just do it in the morning and then I'm rushing and frantic and, everything's all over the place and the children are rushing and frantic. If I have the discipline to say, I'm doing this an hour later, I can do this tonight, or I can, like, in a more peaceful way, or I can do it in a frantic way tomorrow morning. Choosing the now, oh my goodness, it helps so much. It changes everything, to be honest. And it sounds so silly, but when we choose the now rather than procrastination, it really gives order, it gives peace, it gives a sense of calm to our lives that the Lord desires us to live with. This is up to you. You get to choose, how will I prepare my heart, my mind, my life in your discernment process to whatever vocation the Lord leads you in practical ways, now or later. That's all for today. I hope I will be able to be back soon to have another heart to heart.